Mike.
Oh.
All right, let's see if these mics are working. Don't know why they wouldn't, but I never take it for granted. All right, let's see. Is it connected? Let's turn that on too. Okay, I got that one on too. Let me make sure I got the mic set up correctly. Audio, micro, a mini. That'll be much better right there. Camera is correct. Looks like we are getting some stuff. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. We're a couple of minutes early because I got a little mess around project here I got to redo. I got to re-glue my timer back to the wall there where I can view it without it getting in the way. Let's see who we got here while we're waiting for the soldering iron to heat up. Soldering iron, the glue gun. Hello, welcome in Cindy, and welcome in April at Wild River. Larry is in the house. Joe is in the house. You guys are here early. You guys need to bring a picnic and barbecue stuff, and you guys could have a great party before we even get rolling. Absolutely. All of you guys. Look at it all in there. And Rachel's even early. Way to go, Rachel. Hi, I thought it was 6 EST. Well, no, it is close to that. It's 6 CDT, which is 6 o'clock in a couple of minutes here in Oklahoma City. Let's see. There are a few more here that can chat with you. So what's everyone working on? Cindy gets the conversation going. Joe is working on Midnight Menikaneko. Hope you all enjoyed the visit with Mr. Kettner. I was going to say Kendrick, but that's not right. Kettner on Monday night. That's a lot of fun. And April's working on the Rainbow Bridge image. Cindy is halfway through Spangler's Dragon Brigade. Very nice. So April is trying to make it through all the cheaper kits that I went on a buying spree getting. And you're down to 2.5 drawers full. How big are those drawers, April, before she starts getting some DAC kits? Yeah, there's always more there. Next week, they'll come out with some more. Neko Mart Rachel is working on. April says, hi, Tim. And Carrie's over there. Rachel. And Larry's in the house. Rachel Weinbarger.
Oh. Hey, Rachel.
Let's see. No sound. Cindy, do I have sound now? Hello, hello. Do we have sound? Somebody, oh, we must because April heard me. They're big drawers. So April has a lot of inexpensive kits that she went on a buying spree for. We'll look at that again. Carrie just walked over here. Trying to make it through all the cheaper kits that she went on a buying spree getting. She's down to 2.5 drawers, and she has reported that the drawers are large, very large.
And Rachel is from where my parents used to live.
Florida. Okay, so Cindy, I think we got sound now. Kathy Kavanaugh is in the house. Hello, Kathy. And we got Don Sloat, Don and John from Western Florida. Welcome in. Glad you're here. I hope John's getting stronger every day, and I know you're doing great. Yeah, they're big drawers. Larry says, glad to see me back on Turner's TV. We sent them a picture of the 2 first rings we made that Carrie has now converted into our wedding bands that we made. Those are our very first 2 rings. And I sent them a picture to Turner's TV, and Chad wrote back, and then Amy wrote back, and they're going to put them on social media. So super fun, super fun. Joe says we do have sound. That's good. Rachel says yes. Yeah, we know that area decently. I know where I-95 is. Let's see.
That, WPV.
How did I miss Kathy Dawn? Oh, hi, Kathy and Dawn. Larry's like, hi, Kathy Dawn. I'm like, how did I miss that person? But it's Kathy Kavanaugh and Dawn Sloat. Gotcha. Cynthia Fox is in the house. Welcome in, Cynthia. Rachel Weinberger says it is hot. Yeah, it's Florida. That's what you get in the summer. But I think every afternoon at 4:30 it rains, doesn't it? Like you could set your clock. Cindy says, oops. Hope you didn't drop anything, Cindy. And Joe's saying hey to Don and John. And everybody's saying all hi back and forth together. That's awesome. I can smell that hot glue gun working now. So what I'm going to do is put the gobs of glue here. Put a big old gob. And I've already got the magnets up here on the wall. And we will mash that. It will get cool, and I will leave it there and not even touch it for that glue to seize up and get cool. I love these battery-powered hot glue guns. Man alive. That's like living in luxury right there. I almost feel don't deserve it enough to even use it, but it is very cool.
Holy crap, that's a cool gun.
Yeah, it looks like a drill driver, but it's a glue gun. Yeah, and it was only like $15 on Amazon or something. Way. Kevin says, no way. So way. And I just wiped the end off.
That's Kevin, the Walmart.
Yeah. Think work 20 volt kind of deal. Pretty cool. How buzz my battery's fully charged. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Let me put it away over in the magnetic center.
Oh, yay. Guess what I got?
I don't know what you got.
Live here, the Kicking with Kettner tray.
Kicking with Kettner tray.
From my twin with the same name.
Twin with the same name.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I'm going to show it off.
Jess, technically the glue gun is just a little hot, Tim.
And look what I got, people.
I love
This is the official event tray from our friends over at Yellow Dog Designs. Doug and Carrie did a great job. This is a licensed tray. As you can see, Jeremiah Kettner. So he is compensated for each of these trays purchased. And they give you a yellow dog. And made with love, Yellow Dog Designs, and they're in Canada. And they give you check this out. I never got one of these
Is
before.
there a website on there that people can see?
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
And
right
Facebook
there.
and Etsy.
Yellow Dog Designs 2023 on Instagram. Yellow Dog Designs on Facebook. And, of course, yellowdogdesigns.com. And just to know, to remove static from shipping, wash your new tray in warm, soapy water and dry thoroughly before use, or your diamonds will stick to the water. Happy diamond painting.
Yeah, there you go. And you get a little keychain. It's a 3D printed keychain. Look at the dog. Isn't he cute? And then they give you two stoppers. This one is like a V here, so it looks like a Y. If I can get it out. It's stuck in there. It's new, so it needs a little love and care. Oops. Oh, there goes a bag. And then it's like a Y, and then your drills won't fall out. And this was their original stopper, so they include both because some customers like this one and some like the other one. But I tend to like this one because I leak drills. So that came today. So
April at Wild River, that tray is adorable, and she loved y'all's rings.
Thank you.
Love it.
And this tray is available on their website, and you can purchase that. And there is, if you look to the post they made, just type in Yellow Dog. They do have a code, and I hope we will be getting that up this weekend. It's been a little.
Hello, Caroline. Good to see you in here.
And then we got.
So I had for our 40th wedding anniversary, I had Carrie made. I had a ring made for Carrie, and it's a really cool Disney ring. It's got a Mickey on one side, Minnie on the other, with a giant gem in the middle, and the whole thing is cool. And she'll show it to you sometime. But she says it's too cool to wear, so we made these, and these are awesome. They fit like a dream. And what I love about these is the inside is beveled really nice. So I'm already starting to look at what a quality ring is. So it slides off and on super easy. And you would think it's loose, but it's not loose. It's just got these smooth edges there that make it go on and off really cool. All right. Here is
the ring.
Carrie's ring. And of course, the maker of this ring is C. Bar H. Saddlery. He's actually a saddle maker down in Yukon, Oklahoma. and he is a engraver and ring maker and stuff. So he actually, this is pounded leather or carved leather there on top of the box. Looks like a Tiffany box. And then this is her ring. And of course, on one side, she's got, and I'll move it around so you can see, she's got Minnie. On the other side, she's got Mickey. And in the middle is the gem. And then these two gold things on either side are two halves of my initial wedding band. She had since lost her actual wedding ring. So
At
we just took
Walmart.
my old wedding band and put that together. And of course, he engraves all this stuff around there. What a fabulous guy. He does a great job. And this says Road, I can't, something in there, Road Your House or Road Your House. Road Your Horse. Oh, that's funny. Or no, Road Your Heart. Road, R-O-A-D, Your Heart. That's weird. Anyway, gorgeous ring. So she thinks that's too fancy to wear all the time. So she only wears it when she goes
Well,
out.
he told me if I
And now we got these cool wedding bands
don't break the ears.
that we can just play. Because I hadn't worn a wedding band for years because I was doing some construction and mine got all bent up and stuff.
Well,
But
I'm afraid I'm gonna.
that
break
is the ring
ear.
right there. Okay, so we got a couple of things here on the bench. This was, you can tell I had leftover resin as I was casting this. So the top was some resin I had left over doing Caroline's initial cat, which did not work out. Looks pretty cool. Does have the micro starlight glitter in it. And then I had some purple left over. I forget what I was pouring for that, but we threw some diamonds in there. And then I had some of this left over from Caroline's cat. So I'll finish this bottom up. We'll probably eventually just give that away. It's so dang cute. Little duck. Here's Caroline's cat. We got the head filled with those little crystal drills. And then it is a sort of an ivory, which is ghost gold and white mixed together. Looks really cool. The reason, now she wanted micro starlight glitter, which is in this thing right here. And micro starlight glitter looks fantastic when you have a very flat edge and you can see into the inside. But this cat is very textured, and we had given that cat away as a drawing the other night. And you can't see into this if it's clear. It's like this whole thing is frosted.
It's because of the fur. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Look, just because of the fur. That's why you can't see through it.
Yeah, it's highly textured. Looks like the fur. But anyway, that's going to go out to Caroline soon with her pens and stuff. So that looks pretty cool. And then we have the first of Cindy's iterations, the cat. And it's the large cat. And I wanted to do something cool. If you notice, about the bottom third to maybe 40% is perfectly clear. And when you sit it on things, whatever is underneath it reflects through the bottom of that cat. And this is a mixture of, I think, the ones that she sent, and looks way cool.
Yeah, and she likes blue.
And she likes blue. So that came out really, really
decision
cool.
There. So just to catch up, we have welcome in Sarah Ann Creations. Glad
Hello,
you could
Sarah.
make it. Glad you are here. Let's see.
And let me show this. Cindy, here is your dragon, but it's too soft to take out right now. But it has a red body with black wings and opposite glitters in each one. So that's going to look really cool when we pop that bad boy out. But I probably can't pop this out till tomorrow morning. I want it to be fully cured and not bendable so we don't have any deformations.
Yep. April says she's hoping to wear her ring again before not too much longer. Have lost almost 100 pounds, but not quite there yet. Congratulations.
Nice job. That takes a lot of dedication. That is awesome.
Yay. And Caroline likes her cat, I guess. And
yeah, that'd be a thumbs up on the hearts there, right, Caroline?
look at Larry. He's Joe.
Larry's doing it. Larry's doing it, man.
He's taking your job, Joe. Yeah, watch out.
And now I have another half cast duck. And this gold, this champagne gold, which is this stuff here, is the bottom part of a tray we just finished for Stacy I. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
And that was just some leftover resin. You know me, I don't want to waste. What?
Are you going to pull it out, or you want me to flip?
No, I'm gonna. No, you can just stay there. I'll bring it over.
Okay.
This just finished. I got up at 4:30 or 3:40 this morning to take Kevin to work. When I came back, I poured the last of it. So this is her tray now. This clear has gold and purple and what other color care? Silver?
Valentine pink, lilac
pink.
purple, and that champagne, and then clear with the purple, pink, and gold glitter.
Yeah, so this right here has purple, pink, and gold glitter, just clear resin. And then on top of that, we poured this purple. On top of that, when I say on top, it's poured like upside down. Top of that, we put this this pink next, and then the gold, which shines through not only part of the clear, which is designed that way, because you can sort of see some color behind that clear as we pour it. And then the sides are sort of like layered. So you got that glittery part up top. So that puts a real nice glittery edge on it. And then the purple, and then the pink, and then the gold on the bottom.
They're really
and then
fun
we'll
to
get
make.
this to harden up really nicely. And then we'll route the bottom edge here so it's super smooth. And it'll be ready to go to use and abuse like crazy.
And Cindy loves the cat.
Nice, Cindy.
And
the snake gets poured, either late tonight or maybe at the end of the live or something like that when I get some pens done.
And then we have, let's see, April. Can't wait to see the pictures of the dragon. Yeah, it'd be cool. It has some silver glitter in it. It'd be really neat.
All right, Carrie can yak at you all while I'm preparing the first couple of pens. These are going to be 5 inches long.
April says, thank you. It's been a long weight loss journey, but so worth it because I've been feeling better and better. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can all carry a couple of extra pounds, but there comes a point where there's too much and we have to make a decision to, just do what we got to do.
Hey, Caden.
And by the way, no judgment at all. Everybody's easy to get there.
Caden, when are you going to order a pen for me? I'm still waiting. Come on, you guys. You got to push him.
Got to push that Caden guy.
He only got one pen, and it's because it was from the last 24-hour live, which was in November. And I know he's
okay. Now, easy now.
I know.
He's busy helping Elizabeth, and that's a cool thing to do.
Yep.
Elizabeth is a fantastic person, and for whatever reason, they're going through some struggles, and they need all of our support.
Yep.
Pray for Edward that he can continue turning well and keep up his strength. I know he's down there in North Carolina, and in the summertime, it's pretty hard to work in his shop. So he works from like 1 a.m. till 5 or 6 a.m. or something. So,
but you can also
pretty rough.
Oh yeah, those are huge things. But anyway, you can also support Neighborhood Outpost by going to their website and checking out their diamond paintings. They have some beautiful artists and some beautiful diamond paintings from there. In fact, Crafting with Shay just finished a diamond painting. It looks like a heart, but it's got all undersea like starfishes and moss, and it's super cool. A lot of white in the background, but I mean, so you can go buy a diamond painting, and that helps support them as well. Stacy H and myself and a couple others have got.
Yeah, it's no rush to emergency. You just gotta treat them like a good business and buy from them now and again.
They have some good artists. They have Reagan Kupacek and Emma Casey. I think it's Hero or something like that. It's more Asian flair, kawaii look. She has, I think it's like purple cat or purple kitten. I think it's an orange pumpkin kitty, which I have, which I got for working on the dragon seasons last year. And then there's also Matcha Cat, which Lisette Crafts and Tells, she was showing that off. So there's some beautiful paintings, and I have some of them, but I have not diamond painted one of them yet, but I do have some of their paintings. So you can support them that way as well as pens and accessories and all.
As far as I'm concerned, they're sort of the leaders of the pack, if you will. They've been around 5 years and, got this going in COVID. And I mean, who doesn't have an Enablers Outpost pen? Seriously.
Yep.
Edward's turning like a mad dog as much as he possibly can. So, yeah, good crowd down there.
Yep. And it's super fun to collaborate with them last year on the Dragon Seasons, seasonal Dragon pens, the diamond painting they carried. They could have done the pens, but they invited us to be part of it. And we made the pens and turned the pens and worked with Bijou Bliss. So we were able to collaborate with Bijou Bliss for Be a Little Artsy and for Yellow Dog, no, crazy, for Kicking with Kettner. So they had a prize drawing. And if you win one of those trays in the prize, there's a coupon in there as well. So, yeah, what was for Black Friday? That was the one that was donated, and then you just had to turn it. I think you paid for the turning, but the blank was donated as a prize.
Yeah. All right, let me just get this up here. I got to switch the cameras. Tim still practicing my modeling gig. Good deal, Caden. Keep getting it. You'll rise to the top, and we'll see you on some magazine or whatever, however that works. I don't know how that works. I am no model. Let me tell you that. No model.
No.
Yep, he's got 3 pens from us. Caden, no big deal, man. Just enjoy where you're getting them. The whole industry, when I say industry, the diamond painting community, the people that are out there consuming the products from us and Neighbors Outpost and Lady Lathe Custom Designs and Cocoon Blanks and Castaway Creations and Grateful Pop and Jacob Jansen, and all of us pen makers trying to keep up. Everybody is more than generous and kind. And, luckily they're not killing us for being late because we're months behind. I mean, truly. And everybody is. I talk to the Lady Lathe ladies, Stacy and Lisa and Vicky all the time. And in fact, you'll see our new competition up in their group. But man alive, none of us can keep up. We're all just in there doing it. And I don't do it full time. I only did it probably 30 hours over the weekend. So yeah, it's a lot to do. Okay, so let's get this thing here. This is a 3D printed blank. Probably, I imagine that's from Jacob Jansen, isn't it?
Jacobs, they're both. I'm going to message him now.
We got to make this round. And what he's working on for me is to make the 1.5 inches on the end have no 3D printing, so we could do a really nice end on that and leave all the design for the middle. So that'll come in the future. It'll be a while, but here we go. All right, blowers on. Initially, there's chunks of plastic flying off this all over the place. Try to keep my face out of the way. What happens is I'm doing this, the plastic warms up, heats up actually, and starts to melt on the edges. Just part of the beast, that's all. It is very, very different. Thank you, April. And this is why it's a little bit more expensive to do these, because it takes tremendous care, takes longer time, a lot longer finishing time, you know, that kind of stuff. And yes, it is very different. And there's a lot of plastic in these, especially on the outer case. Once the outer case is gone, it's not too bad. All the color will start coming out. The other thing that happens, and the reason it starts stopping, is the plastic is generally pretty soft, a lot softer than the resin. So as these two things are pushing in, any plastic that's on the inside is getting warm and mushing a little bit and falling in. So I have to keep tightening it up. And I can tell as I tighten it, this one here has the most. Let's get rid of all that plastic. You'll see as I tighten it, it collapses on this side. So it tells me there's a lot of plastic in there that it's pushing against. Normally I'll reach over and feel how round the blanket's getting, but not on a 3D printed one, because there's little pieces of plastic that get very hot, get very sharp, and then they cool. So they literally will cut your fingers. So I usually stop and see where I am on these guys. I'm getting there, but I think there's still just a little bit left. So let's look at it and see how we're doing. Still got some black along the edges there, some along here. Cool looking design coming out. We got a little black to get off there. So we're getting there, little by little. Happy early birthday, Caden. Heck yeah. Oh yes, you bet, Jess. In fact, you're coming up very soon, if not tonight, during the day tomorrow or tomorrow evening. I saw your name on a packet there coming up. What's that? Yep, I said that. She's coming up. Yeah, baby. We're getting there, little by little. At least it's not stopping now, so it's probably firmly against some good hard resin. It's going to be a wild design and colors when we get in there. See, now it's getting to the point where it's getting pretty round and all the black sides are gone. So Carrie and I have finished Queen Charlotte. Very well done prequel. Very cute story. And I love how they take modern day music and make it classical and make the quartets and stuff play it or perform it during their balls. Pretty cool. All right, let's see how we're doing. I want to reach over there and touch that so bad. We're just about there. We just got this little layer here to take off. A little bit right here. Well, happy birthday to Cherish. Yeah, the colors in this are outstanding. All right, we're almost getting to the spot where I can almost feel comfortable touching it. And then I'm going to take this off and let the whole thing cool before we turn the rest, because I want all that plastic to cool down. Okay, we just got this edge along there. Some of those popping up. We're almost there. Let's see, Lindsay gets a 0.60, so we still got plenty of room here. Feeling good now. See how we're doing. Almost got that gone. Everything else is gone, all the other black plastic stuff. So we're going to take this off. It's super hot right now. So we're going to take that off, let it cool. We're going to bring the other one in here. And this is all resin here. Let's see, we missed anything here? A couple of, yes, just got a couple in the bucket. Happy birthday, Caden. Absolutely. Happy early birthday, Caden. Caden's thanking everybody because he's a nice guy. Yeah, several and exciting. Yeah, these look great when we're done. Look fabulous. Let's see, my daughter's birthday. Yep, that's Cherish. Thank you, Jess. And my aunt's is day before mine, too. Nice, Caden. Get them all wrapped up together. And she just got back from the something science summer camp, and you're exhausted. Oh, no doubt. That sounds fun, though. I used to love summer camp. All right, there we go. Now we got something we can turn here. I can hear. Oh, that did that again. Dang it! This thing did this again here, babe. Let me refresh this here. Okay, we should still be live. Let me get over to the right camera. There we go. So what's happening is the cameras in my system work perfectly. And then one day on Wednesday this week, I launched StreamYard, and StreamYard in Chrome browser would not let me switch from camera to camera. So I finally moved over to the Firefox browser, and that allows me to switch from camera to camera. But the problem is that it freezes once in a while. We did that on our live yesterday with the Leap as we were turning their monthly pens, and it just froze. Just froze 3 or 4 times throughout the whole broadcast, which was about 2 hours. So Jess is teaching some chemistry lessons to some incoming 9th graders. Excellent. Yep, so it should be running now, which is good. Let me slow that down. Let me clear all this plastic out of the way. All right, here we go. Okay, she gets rounded, and then 0.60 or 0.58 on this orange and teal one. Yeah, I get it, Karen. I get it. Yeah, she gets a particular cut that she has found she very much loves.
It's called the Lindsay now. We named it after her.
Let me see if there's any no screw in tips. Okay. So you can make it nice and rounded. See how far we're getting down to here. 0.769, and this is going down to 0.58. I had someone contact us and say, hey, I'd like you to make a pen just like this. And I said, well, I'm not good enough to actually copy. So what I'll do is I'll do my rendition of your design. And that was the person who was buying the pen. And they were very happy with it because, come on, how can you copy? You don't know the muscle memory, the strokes they go through making it, the technique, the way they hold their tools. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that make these pens different. Even for Lindsay here, they'll be very similar from pen to pen, but not terribly exact. I mean, I'm not even good enough to copy myself, much less anybody else. And most turners are that way. They want to do their own gig, do their own deal. Now, for $1 million, I will have an engineering student map that out, and I'll CNC to an exact match. That means I got to buy a machine that costs about $60,000, hire an engineering student, go back and forth with designs, finally work out the right design. You know, Might take $1 million to duplicate it exactly. Because this person's word was, could you make it exactly like this? No. I can't. I'm not that good. And I wasn't offended. I get it. They like that pen, fits well in their hand, you know, all that kind of stuff. I just can't duplicate it. Is it still going? Yeah, it's still going. So you guys are seeing it okay right now, right? It stopped. I just turned it back on. I was measuring it. Got a little bit more to go down here. But I'm watching the text through my little pad attached to the wall here, so let me know when it stops. I'll get back over there and turn it on. Heck, even the E-pens I'm doing, they're all very similar, but they're not identical. Not exact copy, that's for sure. All right, let's see what we got here. 0.61, almost close. Heading to 0.58. That's about 3.5 molecules removed, and then we're there. All right, let's see how this goes here. 0.6, that's a little bit above 0.59. Same thing there. So 2 molecules on the left, 1 molecule on the right. We'll be there. There we go. There we go. Now we'll even out the middle here and get her design done in. I think every pen I've done for Lindsay has been a very similar design. She finds that must fit in her hand very nicely. And that's good. That's just like our friend Christina Carr. Man, she got me dialed right in exactly what she wants. It's fantastic. Gives me a little bit of leeway just for the, you know, whatever goes on with a blank kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to come out here to about 3/4 of an inch either direction. Let me see if that measures up okay on the picture. Yeah, it's about right. Perfect. Okay. Video is good at the moment. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's come in here. So we're going to cut into here a little bit. She likes a little slight dimple on either side of this middle part here. And then she likes this sort of arched inward. And after we get that design done, we'll smooth all the edges. Here we go. Take off the top of that one. What's up, Kev? Just turning pens, man. Things going round and round. We will call that one good. All right, blow her off. Let's get the diaper out. Oops, I just threw it on the floor. Now I got to refill my towel. I just jumbled it all over the place. I have an actual towel under the diaper because I don't want any water to get down through the shiny parts. There we go. All right. Slow this down a little bit. Hey, Kev. Where'd that go? There it is.
Hold on.
Hello, Eggs Over Easy Crafts. I like my eggs over easy.
Me too. That's the only kind of way I like it.
Welcome in. Glad you're here. It's a new name for me. So pull up a chair, sit along the bar. We'll get you a drink in a minute. Are you in the Kettner event, Carrie asks? Or you just wandered on in?
How did you find us? Always interested to know that.
We're glad you're here, nonetheless. No matter how you found it. Hello, Denise. Welcome in. Working, getting ready to head home. Well, of course, wrap it up well and be safe. I hear it's hot in Miami today. That should drive everybody into the gun range and shoot some guns and buy some lane time. Get some ammo, all that good stuff. She's not heard of, or he or she's not heard of the Kettner event. Well, you must just wandered in. Welcome on in. We don't care how you get here as long as you're here. Kicking with Kettner, K-I-C-K-I-N, is an event going on right now that we are hosting. And people are doing Kettner canvases. Jeremiah Kettner, and having a good time.
He's with Diamond Art Club. That's where you can find all his art. He just had a release last week, which I believe it sold out, but there are some other ones there. And you can always say notify you when that comes in restock, and they're restocking pretty quickly because Diamond Art Club is sponsoring, and so they know about this event, so they're trying to get some more of his art out there for restock. Be sure you put on your notifications to be notified when it restocks, and you'll get a thing on your phone and it will tell you.
Need a little work right in this groove right here. I could feel it. And yes, Larry, I saw you over there at Turner TV too. I was just playing in the office, working actually, sitting there, and I just popped up YouTube, and there they were live. I'm like, oh, I think I'll tune into that and see what's up. And there was Larry. Larry was watching the Turners at Turner's TV. Good old Chad.
You've been watching them a while.
He was just testing out some new cameras he's got and got into staying for about 45 minutes, I think. Oh, she's Erica from GLE. Hello, Erica. I know you. Yes, I think that's Erica who wants the heavy pen.
Yeah, I'm getting to her, maybe to order
Yeah.
send it out to her, but
She's going to grab a bunch of blue pens for you, Erica, and then take a
we
photo.
already picked one.
Oh, already picked one. I'm way out of the loop here.
Yeah, you're just not here.
But here's an interesting thing. So Erica asked me if I could make a heavy pen. And I'm thinking, I don't know how I would do that. And I started thinking and processing. And I'm thinking, I think I can. So I was going to buy some powdered lead and found this powdered tungsten. Powdered tungsten is twice as heavy as lead. And I'm thinking, well, that's perfect, because all we're going to do is drill out the middle of the pen and fill it, cap it on one end. We won't drill all the way through. Drill to about here, fill the pen up, and then cap it on one end, and then turn the pen. And that will be, it'd be almost like a E-pen, but it'll be filled with tungsten. And I just thought, wow, I never knew tungsten was that heavy. So yeah, heavier than lead. So I'm going to be doing that from Erica here in a little while. Probably, what, month and a half down the road, Care? We'll get to that. Larry's saying something. Use some kind of antler.
We don't have access to too many antlers. I don't think. Maybe you know how to get an antler.
What's that?
What about antlers?
I don't know. I can't see the word because the heart's in the way.
Yeah.
YouTube wants me to heart my own video, which, I'm not going to do, but because it doesn't go away. It just stays there. Yeah, I just hearted my own video and it just stays there. And now a whole bunch of hearts are popping out. I don't know what that's from. Maybe that makes people come and watch. I don't know. And he's like, use some kind of antler, but I can't see what that says. Oh, use some antler. Gotcha. Well, we're not going to make the whole thing from an antler, Larry. We're just going to fill the middle of the pen. So it'll be a regular pen looking just like this, but it'll be filled with tungsten. Oh, she's giving the hearts. Looks like it's raining hearts on my screen.
Oh, well, you can do that. You can keep hitting heart.
I don't know what that does, but makes me feel good.
She's showing you the love that you wanted to make her a heavy pen. Make her what she wanted.
I think it's Jess that's making all the hearts.
Who?
Jess. But anyway, cool challenge. Can't wait to see how it turns out. I may even try one or two test blanks before I get to her blank, just to know how it's going to come out. Reduce the surprises, if you will. Oh, I get you, Larry. I know they're heavy. But we're going to be doing a resin pen that's filled with the tungsten.
Yep.
Not a diamond painting pen out of an antler, which I do have, especially to make some ink writing pens. I've also got some river buffalo, river bison from India horns to make pens out of. I've made one or two of them already. I think Denise has got one of those, if I remember back.
She has the black one.
Yeah, that black one. That's that Indian buffalo, or the river buffalo from India.
There's Jess.
I'm glad I'm not a deer and have to walk around with that heavy antler on my head. All right, here we go. Pen number 1 for Lindsay. Ah, very pretty. Good colors. Almost looks like Miami Dolphins, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Aren't they like yellow in this aqua-looking color there?
It's more of a greenish color, like a dark teal, but that could pass.
Yep. All right. This is cooled down incredibly. It's not warm anymore, and that's good because we're going to heat it up again. Actually, we're probably not going to heat it up as much as we did before because all of the heavy-duty plastic removal is gone. Sure, you could use it for anything. They use it for weighting golf clubs and tennis rackets and Pinewood Derby cars and all that kind of stuff. Carrie's dancing over there.
Now I hit something. It's like, it just started
She hit something.
I was watching the Bulldogs. The French Bulldogs. They are funny to watch. I follow a channel that has the French Bulldogs, and they are just amazing.
Now, my fear, maybe not so bad. I think they're pretty enclosed up there. Got to go real slow. Can't go as fast as I went on that resin one. Once you get rid of that heavy-duty plastic on the outside, it's really not that bad. Let's see how we're doing on the end there. Not too bad. Nothing's fallen out. Looking pretty good. I like it. We'll let that cool down now, and I'll play with the other parts. And I will leave the end of this one a bit more bold and pronounced because of the little pieces of resin that are in between the plastic. Okay, that's a 0.60, 0.5. What am I doing this one here? 0.60? Yep, 0.60. Perfect on that one. Okay, let's come over here and do this side. See how our measurements looking here. Probably still just a little chubby. Yep, about a 0.65. Got to come down to 0.60. See how that works now. You know what's funny is every once in a while I'm turning pens. I go back to the first images I had in my head, and I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos about turning ink pens. Never even thought to be turning diamond painting pens because I never even heard of diamond painting at that point. But it was the summer of 22, and I was in Georgia and driving around Peachtree City, which is south of the airport there in Atlanta, and listening to this guy talking about turning pens and applying the epoxy and all that kind of stuff. So every time I start turning pens, I'm back in Atlanta thinking about turning pens because I watched so many videos at that point. And it was a beautiful day there. Oh my goodness. All right, we're looking pretty good there. Get all the little fluffies off. All right. Let's see, what do we got up here? Larry, the antler is naturally heavy. I need to get outside, but the heat's terrible. Yeah, Larry, it's bad. Let's see. Tequila something. All right, here's one here. One right here. So we made it safely through the ends. That's pretty good there. Yeah, we were turning that one pen last week, and we had little pieces popping out because the plastic could no longer contain the piece of resin. And I told Jacob, I always give the casters feedback so they can keep making better and better blanks and all that good stuff. And he goes, I'll replace it, no problem. I said, hey, don't worry about it. We glued it back together, made it through it just fine. All is good. So he was happy about that. But he was very anxious to make sure the customer was happy. Not just me, but the person who was getting the blank. But I said, no, came out perfect. All is good. You may have just lost a little piece of resin right there. Oh, no, I thought I did, but it's all there. Good deal. Scared me for a second. All right, this one's just about done. Just got to knock the peaks off. Now I'm going to use my mega sharp negative rake blade here. Really tighten those up. I want that plastic to be super smooth. Ah, so smooth. All right, ready to finish. Blower is off. Diaper is in place. Let me refill my water bottle. Hey, Care Bear, when you get a chance, have Kevin refill my 2 water bottles here. Thank you very much. Actually, probably just one needs filled. All right, here we go. Let's see. Tequila Sunrise. Okay. I only started doing diamond art in October, and until Taylor got me a pen from on Etsy for Christmas, I didn't even know people did this. Yeah, I'm telling you. It just sneaks up on you, doesn't it, April? Now we're going to spend some time getting this plastic super smooth. Tomorrow morning, I get up at 3:40, take Kevin to work. Probably be back here by about 4:05. Get the shop going. I may have to clean the filter out. I think the filter is getting full, and to give me maximum efficiency, I think I'll spend 10 minutes and clean that sucker out. and then I'll be turning pens. Probably takes me about an hour to prep the next 2 or 3 batches I'm going to do for the premieres because I want to round them all up first rather than rounding them on the premiere. The premieres go a little faster that way. It all takes the same amount of time no matter how you slice it up, but the videos are just a hair shorter. Yeah, even Kevin can tell you how addictive diamond painting is. He used to be in his room a lot watching sports, YouTube videos, all that kind of stuff, and now he comes out for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 hours a day and diamond paints when he's not working. Right, Kev?
That might be come back with my new job.
Yeah. Kevin would like to announce that he has got a position with Walmart again. He's very excited to be there. Great benefits, pretty good pay, all that good stuff. And he'll be leaving Casey soon, although I really like that gig at Casey. But I won't have to get up at 3:40 and take him anymore. He'll just go to work at 7 or something like that.
6.
So he's pretty excited. He gets full time, all that good stuff. That's important. Just can't live on 20 hours a week or 16 hours a week. 14 hours. As fun as that job is, right, Kev?
It's fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. He gets to make donuts and pizzas and all that kind of stuff for the morning, breakfast pizzas and all that kind of thing. Cindy says, congratulations, Kevin. All right, we should be looking good with that initial sanding. Let me check it out here. Oh, yeah, this is going to be a really pretty pen. Look at the colors he uses. My goodness. This one's holding together really well. I'm loving this one. This is a good one, Care. Tell Jacob this one's working lots like a champ.
Which?
This Jacob Jansen blank, the 3D printed one.
Oh, okay.
A little tough to get through that outer shell, but once we're inside, it's soft and morsely, like a butterscotch between your teeth. Okay, it's not that soft. I've done 104 since October. 104 diamond paintings? Wow. Girl, you are tearing it up. Yeah, Cynthia, I was a Walmart store manager for about 7 years. Carrie was a co-manager in the super centers and neighborhood markets and stuff like that. Front-end manager mostly.
And personnel manager.
But, yeah, we enjoyed it. I loved Walmart. I had a great place to work. I know there's some crappy managers there and all that kind of stuff, but managers come and go. So it's the associates who run the building. And when the manager, the store managers and the assistant managers they're called coaches now. Coaches, store leads, all that kind of stuff. When they understand who runs that store and they empower those people to do their job correctly and all that kind of good stuff, man, that store hums like a son of a gun. I mean, it took me, when I took over my first store, it took me a year and a half to get that place under control, all the processes going correctly, the right people in the right chairs, and some people gone because some people don't need to be there. But once we got that squared away, the next couple of years was just kissing babies and shaking hands. And Kevin's been there a couple of times before. The problem is Kevin has, or the challenge is Kevin has autism, and he thinks very black and white. And when he sees a supervisor not doing their job correctly or abusing people, it sort of sets him off and gets him mad. And then he doesn't want to work with that person because they're so mean. And I know they exist. I get it. And then eventually he points out because he just can't stand to work with that person when they schedule him. And rather than going to the management and all that kind of stuff and confronting them, he just like, you know what, I'll just go leave. I'll come back some other day when there's good people there. I get it. I've been to those Walmarts. Larry, I'd love to come and fix it. They just can't afford me anymore. Sadly.
And I retired.
Sadly, and Carrie retired. She done.
This is much more fun.
Well, we were running stores in the Bentonville, Arkansas area, which is their home office area. So that presents itself its own challenge, but still a ton of fun. But yep, no regrets. I love my 9 years at Walmart. Yeah, there's no doubt, Cynthia. No doubt about it. This looks sort of like a stained glass window.
How did it come out?
Beautiful. And what I'm not going to do on this one is use the Plastex, you know, the white polishing compound I use, because we will buff this one shiny. What happens when you use something white like that, it gets stuck in all the spaces next to the color and right next to the plastic. So I don't want to jam any more in there than has to be there. Nice, April. Nice. Yeah, FIFO is important. FIFO is, but you know, once you train your folks what to look for and how to do it and expect it out of them, then they do it. And they do it happily, because everybody at Walmart, especially associates, they want to arrive at work, have a successful day, and not get in trouble. Well, the best way for them not to get in trouble is to set the expectations as to here's what you're supposed to do and how you do it. Once that's done, boom, they're ready to go. They'll knock down the forest for you.
And when they see you're a manager or leader and wanting to work and help them, they respond a lot better and want to come to work.
Is this one next?
Yes.
Yeah,
Miss
it
Jess
is.
is up.
She wouldn't let me announce it.
Sorry. We're already talking over here. I have another.
Oh.
Well, I have a rapture that I thought she might like.
I got to take my ring off. I don't want it to get stuck on the lathe here. Okay, so all of hers are going to be 5 1/4. That means this one's got to be cut down a tiny bit.
Baseball bat, 0.5.
Yep, let me get the measurement first.
Sorry.
One step at a time here in the shop.
I just know hers by.
I get you. That's why you're good, and I'm just still trying to keep up.
Yeah, I know.
That's 5 1/4 there. Look at this beautiful wooden one. I don't know which end to take off. This one is 5 and almost 1/2. That's going to look pretty cool like that. All right, I figured out which end to take a little chunk off of. And then these, I think, are cocoons, are already 5 1/4. Yep. So I just got to nip these 2 off here. Do. I remember I have one associate, probably about 30 years old. You could tell that she's had a rougher life than most. And she was of the ilk where she would do just enough to not get in trouble. And then she would always complain how long the shift took. Oh my gosh, this day went so slow. And I said, man, mine flew by. I said, you want me to show you how to make your day go fast? She goes, yes, please. So I took her under my wing, and I showed up in the morning, and I gave her a project, probably take about 30, 40 minutes to complete. And I said, how long do you think this will take you? She goes, oh, probably an hour. I said, well, good. Go for it and come back and see me when you're done. She was back in about 35 minutes. And I said, okay, now go do this project. And I asked her, how long do you think it'll take? She goes, oh, probably an hour. And, everything was an hour. She'll be back in 25 minutes. I said, okay, now go do this project. Then she'd come back and do another one. We got there, and then all of a sudden I gave her a project. She goes, "Oh, I got to take my break. Wow, I can't believe my break got here so fast." I said, "I do." So I said, "Go on your break. Come see me when you're done." So as soon as she got off her break, she came, saw me. And I said, "Okay, here's a project for you. Do this and come see me when you're done." And back in the day, it's when we had department managers. Within about 3 months, I promoted her to department manager. She ran the finest grocery department in our store in a very long time. She just a person that just needed to know what to do and how to do it. She's still there, by the way, doing well. I think she's a coach now, but she's doing great, making good money for her family. And, when I was a store manager interviewing people, I would say, as I'm interviewing, "So do you want a career or do you need a job? I got both. You just tell me which you want. And I'm good with either one." And she go, "Oh, I want a career." I'm like, "What is?" I said, "What do you think a career is?" "Oh, I'm just going to be here forever." I said, "Well, you're going to be here forever, and you're going to make more and more and more money. I got what you need. You just tell me what you want. I'll hook you up." That was fun. And then there's some people you just can't get through to them, and you need to be promoted to customer.
Yeah.
Because customer's number one. Ain't nobody above the customer. What happened to June? "Oh, she got promoted to customer." Oh,
Looked at me
bummer.
like, what job is that?
Coming in shopping, giving me money.
Yeah, but you don't work here. That was always the hoot.
Did the same thing when I was at Amazon. There's people just begging for leadership. Somebody show me how to be successful because my parents didn't. And that's what we do. So this one is pretty cool. I thought this was black, but it's purple in the middle. Sporting Goods associate and ends up working most of his 8-hour shift by himself. That's Sporting Goods. Get a call in over there, boom, you're done. Yeah.
And in sporting goods, you have to be certified to be able to sell gun licenses and ammo and all that stuff too.
Have a good night, Cynthia. She's probably already gone. I'm over here working, yakking. My brain's not watching the chat. Okay, so we'll get these rolling here. We'll probably get about 2 of them out of the way, and then we'll be back tomorrow night for the rest of Jess. Okay, let's turn this up to hyper speed and make it round. Let's see, what's Jess's finger hole? 0.54. Excellent. Feeling good. Yep, Sam's Club, another good outfit. Yeah, I really liked Walmart. Good time there. They get a bad rap now and again, but you know, it is what it is. Not everybody's perfect. Okay, we got, this is which one is this, Kara? Is this the one square purple resin black with glitter? Because they look sort of similar. This one's got purple in the middle, I think. Which one is that?
Black, white, blue, cocoon. That's this one here.
Okay.
And then hybrid wood. That's that one there. Black with specks, cocoon. That's not it. So it must be that one.
Is that, no, that's purple. Black with specks, cocoon, blue, purple. Is that what you're talking about there?
That's this one.
See, this is purple, black and white with purple.
Oh, okay.
Just got to know. I mean, they're all .54 baseball bat. Which is which? TIE Fighter on TIE Fighter on any one. The rest artist choice. Gotcha. Trying to figure out what number one was. Yeah, she's here. She's enjoying. And Rachel's talking about her friend who worked for, mom who worked for Sam's Club. Oh man, sorry to hear about that. Your mom, my goodness, it makes life difficult, I'll tell you. Don't wish that on any soul. But the thing about Walmart, paycheck never bounced. Benefits were pretty good. Let's see how we're doing here. We are 0.58. Almost there, going down to 0.54. It's going to be a gorgeous pen. I love that purple peeking through the black and white swirl. .55 and a half, really. 3 molecules off here, and we're good to go. You don't have a TIE Fighter. This might be a good one here. We'll definitely pick a good one for it. It's a fun design. Just looks cool. .56, very close. That's 4.5 molecules there. And 3 atoms. Or 2.5 titches. Or maybe just 1 or 2 skoches. Just a skosh. All right, let's see. Is this the one? It's a pretty cool thing happening right there. I don't know how far deep that is. Do. This is great swirly stuff on the ends over there. I'm going to see what's in there. Let's find the middle of this. Let me go look at the other blank, see if there's a... The wooden one I wouldn't do a TIE fighter on. You got that Rapture resin. Yeah, this one here that we're doing right now, that might be the best candidate for a TIE fighter. The other one's got good designs, but I think I'm going to go a different way with those guys. Here we go. Here's the TIE and TIE fighter. Look how purple that peeling is. Tighten that up just a hair. Yeah, I want to see what's... I think that goes deeper there, so I want to see what comes up out of there. That might be pretty neat. Hey, what's the other fighter in Star Wars? A TIE fighter, and what's the other one? X-Wing or something like that? Need to come up with a design for the other Star Wars fighter. All right, let me go remark my outer lines here. X-Wing, yeah. X-Wing, yeah. Gonna have to come up with an X-Wing design. No idea what that could look like, but we'll figure it out eventually. You know, Larry, I enjoy the movies. And Joe, I just love the movies, but I can't memorize all that stuff. My kids do. Oh my goodness. Dad, you should remember that's a TIE fighter. You should remember that's an X-Wing. You should remember that's a Jabba the Hutt, or I don't know, whatever all that stuff was. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm add a little more curve to this ramp up here. Match the curve on the other one. All right, here we go. Ready to finish the TIE Fighter. Diaper in place. Take a drink of my soda here. Let's see. Favorite Doctor April. Although I love Star Wars, my brain holds more Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Yeah, that's been, man, I remember when I was a kid delivering newspapers, my district manager was watching that at night. And that was in the 70s, probably 76. That Doctor Who's been on a long time. And I have never watched an episode. Lots of people around me have, but I haven't. And I'm not anti-Doctor Who at all. I just never got hooked because I never watched one.
Something is fishy.
What's that, baby? So they're talking about something.
Yeah, I know. I just realized.
Vader's was an advanced prototype. Need one called the R2D2DP. That's too much to say, Larry. Say that 5 times fast. That's feeling very nice. All righty. Might go a little bit longer tomorrow night because Kevin does not work on Sunday morning, and I can sleep in till about 6:30. And that's a glorious thing. And 6:30 is my normal wake-up time. Even on the weekends. April was born in 75 and was up watching Doctor Who. Absolutely. Grandmother got you hooked. Nice. And you probably followed the lore, the cast, the different doctors, all that fun stuff. I am not anti-Doctor Who. I just don't know much about it. And I'm not sure I can live long enough to watch all the episodes, start to finish. But I think everybody has their favorite doctor and favorite cast, different periods. All right. Next one up.
Okay, see where that went. Hooray.
What you got there, baby?
Oh, I just see a boo-boo. A boo-boo.
Yeah, we don't mind if everybody whips and lurks. No big deal. As long as you're here having fun with the crowd, and who knows, something may bring you out of the lurking and want to comment on something and go back to lurking again. It's quite all right. K9 was your favorite. Is that a Doctor Who thing? Was the phone booth his office or just transportation device? I know that's sort of a symbol of Doctor Who. K9, I don't know. Oh, K9 that was his name, Dr. K9? Or was it a dog? That's interesting.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, me either.
I wasn't into that kind of stuff.
Huge cult following, though. A lot of people love it. Get all into it. I love it. Nothing like dedication to the cause. Transportation. Hey, John. Robert Dog. Oh, Robert K9. Oh, he was a dog. See, John must know about it. Good to see you, John. Stay out of the rain down there.
And then my oldest son and his wife, they met on a Superman podcast. And tonight is the opening of the new Superman movie. So, of course, they are out on a date to go see that.
Are they?
Yep.
How fun.
That's where they met. They both like Smallville and Superman, and they've gone to, I think, a Fan X where the stars from that Smallville show were on. And so they met them. And Kevin did too. Kevin went to that one with them. Just never know who you're going to meet where.
Now, I did like Smallville. I thought that was well done. Really enjoyed Smallville. All right, here comes the purple TIE fighter. Oh, yeah, see that? There was something in there coming up out of that, all right through there. That is cool. Of course, I got my fingers all over it, and I keep smearing junk on it. Let me wipe that off so we get a nice view of it. Okay, there we go. And I got most of the junk off. Gorgeous blank there, Cocoon. You guys do a good job. Do. All right, let's do this one here because this is very inviting. This is wood with this swirly cream, sort of clear and some kind of green. Teal, Carrie would probably call that. Yeah, John, I was talking about how when I was a paperboy kid back in 75 or 76, I'd go to pay my paper bill to my district manager. He lived like three doors down and across the street from us. And he was watching Doctor Who. And I was 75, 76. So, yeah, it's been a long time. Somebody's banging that heart. Maybe April does. Maybe that's she's pounding the heart. Yeah, it's a gorgeous blue. Now that we got it rounded, that's what's left. A little bit of wood in here, a little tiny piece there. Something, it's not floating, it's actually connected to the back side of this piece here. So yeah, it sort of floats all through there like a bridge. We have to bring some of that out. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that blue is pretty hot, isn't it? Jess. Yeah. Okay, let me slow this bad boy down here. Okay, here we come in here. Let's get some baseball bats and .54 out of the way, and then we'll see where it takes us. This is so much fun. Took me 40 years to figure out what I was going to do in retirement. Of course, I'm not retired yet for the third time. That'll be in a couple of years. Let's see how we're getting down here. We're down to about a .60, so we got .06 to go. Man, that's already smooth as can be. Okay, .59. I took nothing off that. What a chicken. All right, got a little more aggressive there. Let's see what we did. From a .59 to a .57. That was a little aggressive, but it wasn't enough. So we'll just be gentle. We only need a couple of more molecules off this bad boy. .5 and a half. Very close. Come on, Timmy, get some more out of there. There you go. Beautiful right there. I love this green that's right next to the wood. I don't know what color that is, but man, I love that color. It's that bright green that's swirling around in there, like right there. That's cool. Okay, other end. I think I had a bathing suit back in the day that was that color. All right, we might be there on this one already, or close anyway. 0.56, very close. I love that heart pounding enthusiasm there, Jess. I was just thinking about that. That's very cute. Love it. I like. Childlike enthusiasm is wonderful, especially in us adults. Look at this gorgeous swirl right through here. That is so dramatic. And it comes back over to here. And there's some swirl that goes right through there. It's going to be awesome. Woo! So if I do a straight up mustache, let's see where the middle is. And let's see what we're going to be cutting through to enhance. All right, so we're going to bring it down through there. This is going to be very enhanced here. This swirl will be divided and get very dramatic as it goes through there. This will be pretty untouched until we polish it up. Same thing with that end there. Yeah, this might be a straight up mustache. We'll lose a little bit of this right here as we come up out of the mustache, or the middle part here, but this will all get highlighted. And that right there is going to look really cool when we polish it up. That swirl over that piece of wood. I don't know how they do that. It's amazing. I'll go about that deep, see where we go. Frozen Tim. Oh, man. Let's come over here and refresh this bad boy. You watched. Wait till you see how much I got. Here I am again. Let's see. Boom. Okay, we're spinning now. No can see. Frozen. I can't see the amazingness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we got it back there. I have to. Okay, so here's what I decided. I got this end down here. There's a big swirl right through here, and we just cut into that, which is exposing a bit more of that light green. So that's going to be cool. We're going to lose a little bit of that wood as we come up out of the mustache here, or the middle, and then see this white stuff going over top of this piece of wood. We won't hit most of that, but when we shine this baby up, that is going to look hot. And of course, there's a great bunch of swirling right down in here that's going to really highlight when we polish it up. And then of course, this wood will really pop once we wax it up. So there's where we're at right now. I'll watch the screen, make sure I'm not missing anything, or you're not missing anything. It never stops here. Let's get rid of a little bit of the bulk right here. Give the fingers a nice slope to ride up on. There we go. All right, now this is going to start popping here in a little bit. First thing we got to do is get it all smoothed out.
It don't work this time.
Man, that feels like glass. Woo!
Which one is that one?
That's the wooden with the like teal, aqua, whatever color this is.
Oh, yeah.
It's gorgeous. Cocoon, I think, didn't it? What's that? Was it cocoon? I can't remember where it came from. If it had a label, I cut it off.
It didn't have a label.
Ah. It's cocoon, says Jess.
Oh, okay. We'll see what
Now we know. I remember when we first started 2.5 years ago, in order to make a pen, we thought we had to make our own blanks. So for the first 150 pens, they were just our blanks that we cast, trying to figure it out. And then we found all things handcrafted, and then cocoon, and it just grew from there. And like, oh, we can have other people make these who are really good at it, and we just have to turn them. That's cool. Yep, I love that idea. And not one caster is better than the other. They all got their different twist, which I love.
They all have their specialty.
Color wheel, color, whatever you call it.
Yeah, some had 3D printing, some had wood, and someone said, I want a hybrid. I'm like, what the heck is that? I had no idea. So I learned.
Cindy has 2 of these. 2 of what, Cindy? Cindy's got 2 of something.
You got 2 of something. Cocoons?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't have.
When people say that in a chat, I sort of go, what were they talking about? Because we just said like 10 different things. So Cindy, help us out there, sister. Oh, I'm froze again. Excuse me. Oh, just refresh right there. And then hit the blue thing, leave the page. Boom, there, we're back.
That's too much work for me to remember. I have to do it a few times.
Okay,
Yeah,
where was I? I think I did that one there. Let me grab this sandpaper here. Oh, she has two of our poured pens. Yeah, Cindy's been here since the beginning. Yeah, she's got two of our poured pens.
one she chose.
Yeah, one.
She chose.
Yep.
She
Yeah.
came up with the idea, and I said, "You have to get more people."
She got more people.
She got more people. She told her daughter, "You're getting a pen." So, and that was where we got Dragon Spit from.
Yep. Yeah, so it's been a fun ride, but
And I used to match
I can't make blanks fast enough now.
And then I started. I was Enamorte was very, very popular back about 2 years ago, and so I started matching all her releases, and not too bad. I mean, I matched it pretty good, and that's what we sold. And I think Ennis Guerrero was. They were pushing a lot of her paintings out, just like you may now. So those sold, and we made matching pens to that. Anything that came out that sold out, I made. So like when Margaret Morales came on board, I made Dragon Spirit, I made Chroma, and I called it Chroma Charisma. So I changed the title just a little, and those were fun to do.
So, Rachel, we do our own pens. In fact, the way we do them the most often is our leap, the center of the leap on the YouTube membership. We do a pen every month or a tray. Just depends on what the leap members want. And it's been a lot of fun, and that's been going on now for probably, I don't know, 8-9 months, Care? The
What's
leap
that?
thing?
The leap, it will be a year in July.
Oh, this is July.
Oh, but then it will be a year.
Oh, it's a year. So
On
yeah, we have a
Monday.
Center of the Leap membership on the YouTube channel, and you get to, with your other Leap members, create a pen. We cast that pen, and then we have another lie where we get together with just the Leap members and we turn their pens or make their trays. In fact, the tray we showed on the first part of the video was one of the Leap trays. So we won't sell that kind of tray to anyone else. It's just for the Leap members. Now, we'll do other types of trays, but not that particular color, because those are all exclusive. All right, here we go.
And no, just like a pen, there's no two pens alike, and no two trays will ever come out the same.
Okay, so what we're doing now is cleaning it off, because I'm going to clean it off to get all the junk off. And then I'm going to get a dry paper towel and heat up the wood, because we're now going to put some wax in it. So if you'll notice, it'll turn, well, you probably can't see it too well, but it'll turn white. Yeah, we don't do a lot of our own blanks. We just do them like Carrie has an event. We will make a blank for that that's particular, or we'll have another caster make the blank for it. But yeah, we just sort of roll with the punches now, but there's so many available, and we literally have 500 blanks in stock. And
Well, we used to go live and just show the blanks and pen drops, but there's so many casters out there now, and everyone can get a hold of their own blanks, so they don't go as much like, oh, I already bought that, or what I got isn't what you're looking for. So I'm going to go back to the website and then just make announcements and show what's on the website, and you can run and go try and go get it.
We'll start putting blanks up on the website.
Or we may do a few on a live, but not to the capability that we were doing, like 36 blanks.
Oh my goodness, we were cranking out so many pen blanks.
But now a lot of those,
which is fun, by the way, don't get me wrong. Man, this pen is going to be hot, Care. You've got to come watch this. Okay, I'm going to spin a little faster here as I'm getting the beeswax to absorb into the wood. Look at this thing.
I used to get a lot from Jesse, but I just can't catch them fast enough.
Yeah, everybody just grabs them and sends them.
So
here we go.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That looks like that sea turtle one almost. ghost.
Yeah. See this white going over that wood? That's an indentation in the wood.
Oh, wow.
So that resin is flowing over the top of that wood. Dang, man. We're going to go to the microscope on this one. The leopard scope. This is hot.
I'll be Can I touch it? I have to pack it, so I have to touch it. But
you get to touch it.
I get to touch it.
Okay, change me over to the digital microscope, baby.
And just an FYI.
Okay, I'll change it.
Yeah, you do that.
I got it.
I'm
closer.
Orders.
Leopard scope coming up.
Cocoon Blanks they're on vacation, so they will be closed until Monday, July 21st. And all invoices or if orders or blanks you ordered from them paid between now and July 21st will not be shipped until the 22nd. So if you've ordered blanks and they're to come here, just in case, and you're asking, hey, did you get my blanks yet? Because people do ask that. You won't get them from Cocoon. They won't even start shipping till the 22nd, and it takes about 3 to 4 days to get to us because they're on the other side of the country.
Beautiful blank. Absolutely beautiful blank.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Little wet for you. See all that wax on there. I usually leave it on there, let it soak in. Cool chunk of wood. Very nice. I like that one. That's cool. Alrighty then. Let me get back over here. Last thing we want to do, I want to go over to here. You're welcome, Jess. Denise says, that's hot. Those transparent bits, I see them. Yes, you can see them when I'm finishing it. Once you start shining those up, they really come alive. Oh my, Denise says, that's hot. It is, Denise. It is too cool. That one, call it Ghost in the Woods. Not a bad name. Not a bad name. Joe says, wow. Jess says, thank you. She loves it. And that's what it looks like to me, a ghost in the wood. You bet. I am not averse to that. Okay. Last thing we're going to do is mix up Cindy's snake. And she wants copper or bronze. Let's see. Put this back in here. And here's our snake mold right here. And then we're going to look through these things over here and find, I got a really good looking copper. Shibuya orange, pink pearl, jade green, wisteria purple. Make sure it's not up on the shelf here. Brown blue or rainbow blue. What's this one here? That's rose gold. All right, let's move these over here till we find it. Ninja Black, Quijada. So here's a copper. We'll go between a couple of these, Cindy. There's a gorgeous copper. Krista Gold. This is flame red metallic. That's sort of hot copper bronze is what I'd call that one. We'll leave that one up here. You might want that one, Cindy. We'll see. Uji green. Here we go. Here's the bronze. So there's bronze, copper, antique copper, and this is called flame red metallic, but I don't see any red in there. So you choose, Cindy. flame red metallic, copper, or bronze. Do, 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 do. Good night, Larry. Have a good evening, buddy. And you be cool, Larry. I know it's hot down there.
He was going out.
She likes the flame red. Yeah, me too. That was pretty hot. And it's so sparkly, it doesn't even need glitter. I know Cindy loves glitter.
Sometimes glitter or there's prismatic in it. That's enough.
All right, we're going to mix up about 150 grams of the good stuff. I'll bring this over here instead of moving the camera. Open up my nether box of 500 gloves. I got in the practice now of using my gloves when I'm mixing up this resin, because one day I didn't do that. And even though I washed all my hands and stuff, there's still a little bit of residual resin on your finger. And I rubbed my eye. Oh, man, it burned for 20 minutes. Okay, 75. Just stung like a son of a gun. Yeah, I'm going to go a full, let's go a full 85. I'm hoping I got a little bit extra to put on my duck. This stuff we're going to put in Cindy's snake. Let's see, there's the outside there. Let me get this stirring first. Let me get my timer going. Timer is going.
Beat the clock.
Let me get rid of the scale. Beat the clock. Big bucks, no whammies.
No, that wasn't it.
I just love that. It's about the only game show moniker I can remember besides What's My Line?
Be funny.
So I got the duck right here to receive the rest of the stuff that doesn't fit in Cindy's snake. Got to make sure this is thoroughly mixed. All right, now let's add some color. Man, that's almost like sand. That is going to be hot, Cindy. Woo!
What's that?
This color.
Oh, that's way different.
It's called flame red metallic, but it looks like a hot copper.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I bought that. I forgot about that one.
Man, that thing's going to be on fire. All right, we'll leave it sit there for a minute. We're about 2 minutes into the process. And we'll put this on an upper shelf because I think that guy's got to go on a lower shelf. So we'll keep one of these out. Whew, that's pretty color. Yes, Cindy, that is a pretty color.
You might get her stuff out Monday.
Well, we got to cook everything and get it cured. I don't want it to bend on her.
I didn't turn the oven on until you're done.
That's fine. This won't be ready till the morning because I'll just put it in the pressure pot and open it in the morning, so it'll be plenty firm then. Let's check the temperature on this bad boy. We're all the way up to 85 degrees, so we are good. Let me get rid of this tongue depressor here. We'll use that on our tongues later. Ouch. Just banged that with my head. Okay, we're back. A little tiny, there we go, that's gone. Little tiny piece, nope, still there. There we go, that's gone. There's a little tiny piece left in that thing from the previous pour. And I chose the large snake for you, Cindy. I got a smaller one. So I figure you'd like this big one here. And I'll put a couple of wraps on here just to make sure all the air bubbles are out. All right, that'll be good. If there's any big air bubbles in there, it'll come out. Add just a little bit more. All right, that is perfectly up to the top. Now I want to do a little surface tension on it and get it to bulge just a hair. All right, that is perfection. Then we'll take the rubber duck. Oh, that's going to be one hot duck, half ivory, half hot flame metallic. Yeah, going to need a little bit more, though. So maybe we'll give him a red base. Look at that. I'll put him in there to cure, but it is going to need another 1/4 inch of color. Oh, let's see. Get this in here. Let me turn this around. I got it going the wrong way. Where the heck is the round part on? Oh, here it is. Okay, sitting in there perfect. We'll take the duck, stick him on the bottom, and we'll put the whole thing in the pot. And then we will level it out. Okay, very level. Put the lid on. Let me show you what I'm doing here. We'll put the lid on. Here we go. Those are all battened down. Back down here to the table. And that is the end of that right there. Let me just, I forgot. I'm going to pressurize. I'm just sticking the pressure hose on it. Put it up to about 75, 80 pounds per square inch. And that will smash all the air bubbles out of existence, if there are any. Excellent. Now I'll take these gloves off so I don't get resin anywhere. The dragon would look wild in that flame color. There's no doubt about it. She'll take the duck. Yeah, we got one more pour on the duck, Cindy. But if you want it, it'll be yours. Ain't no big deal. Wish they had that color then. They do have that color. We've had that for a year. Just haven't used it much. Haven't found the right thing. Yep, absolutely. But anyway, everybody, thank you very much for being here this evening. Appreciate you being here. And look for the premieres tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow night again. And you all have a fabulous evening. Bye-bye.